Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am truly zonked, and I had something to say. Oh, frack, I did it again. Alright, well I guess that's that. Whatever. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my playthrough of Satisfactory. If you watched the previous episode, you'll recall we basically were just belting in some more materials. I have half of the next stage of our Nuctopolis built, blueprinted, excuse me, and we just needed to start getting some materials belted in. We're going to put half of it to work while we go blueprint the other half, but one step at a time. So what we had done is I started belting in some very long runs of like some bauxite, some additional sulfur came from up the Crater Lakes, and we've got our copper, limestone, iron, and other goodies that were all sourced locally. And what I've done here, so I didn't want to build a great big wall of belts again, so I kind of spread them out. And not that I'm regretting the decision, it's just now it's kind of like adding wrinkles already. The puzzles we make for ourselves, right? So what I have done here, I did do some extra building between episodes, and what I've done is I've built this kind of little junction thing. And really all this is doing is taking 3 stacks of belts, or excuse me, 2 stacks of 3 belts, and turns them into 3 stacks of 2 belts. So that it neatens things up. I encased it for reasons. One of the things I had done in my last build-up was I had tried using the interiors of the buildings to act to funnel the main bus of resources through. It did not work out, and I wound up doing something like this partway through. And liked it. You know, it helped me very much. It's nothing special to it. It's just I need to keep the main bus outside the buildings, so I'm doing this. And let's see, we got some Caterium coming through here. I might do something with this belt. I was trying to get it less humpy, if you'll pardon. It stayed humpy. Anyways, so we got our Caterium coming in, and what I'm doing here is, so these are actually attached. They're not simply floating. Oh my god, well, they're attached to floating buildings, but it's suspended by, it's all supported by that lift though, right? Yeah, sure. So it comes down through this way, and we do a little drop, and I'll explain that in a moment. And it comes down, and then it comes over here. I think I explained this part last video, right? Yeah. I did extend the main rail, and I'll show you that in a moment. It's really not a big thing, but so anyways, the resources come over here, and then we bang a right, and it comes down over here, and this is where we're going to start building. So I also have the nitrogen gas coming down from all the way down there. We're only going to need a fraction of what we can get out of it for the immediate moment, but we will need more later. And I extended this the rails to go, the power lines to go all the way down there. So that's our main structure. Is it better looking than a power pole? No, not really. But I made it. So anyways, okay. We gotta get this going here. All right, what I have done so far, these are just temporarily placed. These were mostly about just determining the height, right? So I like to keep my water pumps directly underneath where they need to pump water to, because piping is a pain in the ass. And so I want to make sure I knew how high up to build the building. I got this, actually tried this at several heights, and the water mechanics I believe are different. If I went 1 meter lower, it would be the water splashes, you know, over the surface, and it wasn't a bad thing. I mean, it doesn't interfere with anything, of course, but I elevated that. So anyways, and that'll be our lock point. Does that make sense? Our anchor point for building this. So this is 4 wall heights high. and then we will build our logistics floor at this level, and this is just for, you know, gauging. In fact, actually, let's take these out of here right now. Oops. Motophode. Alright. Let's get... Oop. Give me my zoop. Let's get some foundations placed. I'm not sure how big this is going to need to be. It's not going to be massive. It won't be anywhere like that. I'll probably need more. Alright, let's start with this. Let's see what fits. Now, part of the plan is the idea here. So all of these are going to be needed. We're going to use every single one of these. Not the entirety of each feed, but we will use every one of these ingredients. And so they're going to come through this way, and they're going to punch into the wall, and we'll put some holes through here. And so that means I want the machines that use raw materials closest to the front. All right, obvious, isn't it? Normally. Sometimes things escape me. All right, let's see which one of our blueprints to go up first. So this is what we have made for the Nucville, which is our mini plant here. And so we got the metal parts, we got the ingots, concrete, quartz, and silica. So these are the two that are going to go up to the front. All right, so which one? No, which of these witches is whistling a waltz, and which of these witches is not? All right, it really doesn't matter. All right, we'll start with concrete and quartz. So which way did I orient this thing again? Hold on a second. Right, all right, so the outputs are at the far end, the upper portion of the screen. So yeah, this is not going to be wide enough. All right, so let me... Hold on, let me get out to where I can see this. I know I could be using nudge, and I'm not averse to nudge. I'm just used to doing it like this. There it is. Right. Oh, how about we lock it and take a look? Good. All right. Okay. So that's placed. Now... so if that was 5, we got 10. This might just fit. Let's... Alright, and again, which end is the feeding end? Just trying to review this. Okay. So both the output and the inputs are on the same end, which just means I just have to belt it. That's fine. I'll take these out. Okay. So... Alright, so... Oops. What did I do there? Oh, I see what I must have done when I was I was overspray when I was painting the beams. Yeah, some of these are going to clip, but you know something? I'm not going to really need that white circuit there. I could just take that out. That's fine. Okay. So. Okay. Alright, so our first inputs are going to be the raw quartz, limestone, and What was I making? Limestone, concrete, limestone, rock hardening, limestone. Limestone. Stone of lime. Yep. And water. Right. Okay. I haven't built it into quartz yet. Well, I mean, not completely. Our quartz is out here. Isn't it? Oh, it's not even powered yet. Wow. I thought I did that. Okay. Oh, I was 99% sure I did that. I know what must have happened. It's not important. That's all right. All right. Let's get a little power. We're just going to run a line straight out from the rail here off of the red grid, the turbo grid, and patch it in there, and that'll activate the miners in there. Let's see. Do I want to just stretch? I really don't want to just simply stretch it along, you know, across the water. All right, we do this. I mean, obviously, I'm still stretching it across the water, but at least I kind of want it on something. All right, let's do this on this side. All right, that's fine. Okay, we got our nubs painted. Oh, I painted my nubs. Let's wire these up. Power up. Okay. And our quartz should come out in just a moment. Oh, I gotta fix the time. Shit. Did I not flip the switch on the main grid? No, it's patched. Where's our quartz? Oh, there it is. All right. Patience, patience. Okay. So I gotta get him over there. Okay, all right. Here's what we do. So we left these other belts. We'd put in two additional miners and belts that will be used in the future. And so here's what's going to happen. So as with the others, we do need this quartz, but we're not going to use all that comes off this belt. Some of it will get passed on to later stages. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to silt up. Oh, I guess I'm going to use this. May as well. I just put it there, right? I'm going to belt through here. I'm going to rejigger that end over there. And bring that in. Well, I'll just worry about the quartz for now. I'm not going to worry about all the other stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'll put a splitter. You'll see. It'll make sense. Hold on. I really do much more like these curved belts. Those are so much nicer. All the awkward angles and bends. If only I could do something for the vertical, that humping over there that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that'd be great. C'est la vie. Erg. Okay, let's get him to this point. Alright, now let's get our bus floor over here. And this is scalable too, so that works out. Now, how am I going to do this? Okay, alright, I got it. It's going to be silly, it'll work just fine. Stop that, fingers. Oh my god, it's my left hand now. Okay. Let's see. Alright, temporary for alignment's sake. Let's stick a floor here. I need a smart splitter. We're gonna put him. Yeah, no, here. That's fine. This works just fine. Yes, right. Actually, yes, very much. Okay, no, so conversations I have in my head. Okay. Going to put a little hole here and a hole here. We're going to put a belt facing out that way. Or a lift, rather. Put the other end here. Do I need one on the inside? No, he is placed perfectly, so he does not require a belt inside. Let's program him so the center put is going to be a none. Center put. Hold on, I just can't do it if I'm like not facing the right way. My brain just I mean, yeah, I could learn, but whatever. All right. All right, so the right is going that way, left is okay. All right. Left. And we will put any to the right and overflow to the left. All right, take this stuff out. May as well just snap this other half together here. And these should be aligned, so if I put like... That still gives me, I can do 1, 2, and 3. Right. So we got 3 main belt lines coming down this tile. Alright, let's get him connected in. Oh, light.
What is divine light? Aziz, light! Much better, thank you, Aziz.
Okay. Alright, take those guys off. Need them after all. Not there. Lift. Going up. Oh, not quite aligned. I kind of did mean for that to be aligned. Shit. Alright. I can fix it. I kind of want it like that. Actually, the way if it were over, like, off just another smidge, I'd been okay with just a little bend, but it's close, too close, so it'll, I think maybe I can live with this. It's curve. The curve makes it work. The curve makes me happy. I can, yeah, okay, good enough. Alright, I'm not worrying so much about keeping the belts painted on the inside of the bus. That's mostly for visual indicators when I'm, in the factories themselves. So... Okay. Now... Alright, so we're bringing the quartz and the limestone here. Let's knock a couple walls out for a few. So I have to belt those to here. Let's fill this out a little bit. So now, let's see. The wire's going to come up here. I don't want to put the belts through the wires. These came out at different points because they're different lengths. Actually, I hadn't thought about that. I mean, as the system goes, this still works fine, and we'll patch that all together later. So we'll just go out to the next tile and put in a couple of pop-ups over here. So we want it on the center line of this tile. So one there, one there, perfect. And we'll do one. Let's see. Oh, these are going to be specific, aren't they? Yes. So. All right. So next. So this is the tile we're looking for. All right. This is just going to be a visual indicator. Where is it? I'm blind. There it is. Okay, so that's where we want our belts to come through, and this one particularly to be the limestone. Now, how's our vertical placement here? It's not right. Well, all right. Again, I'll worry about it in a minute. Let's get the belt here first. All right. Limestone is right in the perfect spot already. You'd think I meant to do it. All right. So actually, let me get a smart splitter here. Because again, we will not be consuming all of this. Oh, it doesn't give me a lineup with the wall hole, huh? And we just want to make sure that it prioritizes this stage first and then overflow out the front. And we will be bringing in extra limestone and etc. belts to supplement that as time goes on. All right. So, what do I care about more? The external alignment. I'll keep it like this on the outside, so that, like the hump is concealed. Not that I have a real thing against the humps. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes it's just, I don't know. It's just distracting to me. All right. Now, and it's not even like it's a big thing here. It's like it barely rises here. Well, no, because now it's on the inside. So it's got to be the correct color to match. Okay, see where the transition there. All right, so there's the limestone in. Let's get this down. Okay. There's a method to my madness. That doesn't mean it isn't mad. 2, 3, 5. That's off, isn't it? Yes, it's off. Fuck. And I can live with that little minimal clipping. As far as this belt goes, this bus, that's totally acceptable. It's going to be, you know, sealed up, not noticeable. And no. Wait, no. 6. All right. A finger. So this is just what I'm doing here. Because I run these belts every 6 tiles, just for the sake of continuity, I don't want to wind up with like bunches of extra poles. If you notice, I take them out when I'm using them in the factories, but I leave them in on the buses because I think they're appropriate for the buses. But if I start coming at it from different directions and I'm doing my count 6 tiles thing from opposite directions, they start landing in weird places, and it's just another one of those things that gets me. So all I'm doing is I'm continuing from this direction. I'm establishing the spacing of the 6s out here, so that this guy doesn't start 6s going that way and being all offset from the rest. Is it picky? Maybe. Does it matter? Hell no. Alright, let's... So... okay, maybe... All right, there's going to be a glass wall here too. Yeah, I got to fix that then for that. All right. All right. Maybe? Shit. All right, we'll deal. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know what I said about the bends being on the inside or the outside. You know something, I just can't. I can't let myself get hung up on this. Well, how is that gonna work? All right. I kind of meant for these two guys to kind of share a lane and conserve some space there. And I did this with the intention, the limestone here, to overflow. And now I'm like, oh no, I just used the freaking lane that I planned. Okay, it's easy. It's easy. No, it's not. Fuck. Crap. Now, I've got a workaround I've done before, and I'm trying not to do it, but I'm already kind of sort of doing it. And I know I'm not explaining everything. I'm just muttering here, and that's, like I said, this is not a tutorial. This is a hangout. So, all right, let's start by backing this up. No. All right. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do instead... Actually, this gives us options. So I'm trying not to make too much, but I guess I just should expect it's just, unavoidable. I've got this idea of this central bus coming down, of these stacks of tightly packed, and this is the part that really is where I'm making it harder for myself, tightly packed belts of miscellaneous materials, and how to output just what I need from the belt that I need, where I need to output it, from its otherwise nearly randomly placed. And yes, I could totally use that junction box to resort everything, but so I actually considered that, and I started trying to tinker something out. It gets nuts. It's I'm just dealing with it. When I bring in additional belts, they're going to be all higgledy-piggledy and out of order, and I have methods. Are they great? We report, you decide. I thought I reversed you. Nope, that's not what I meant. Not the right spot. There we are. There. Not, well, almost. That is where I meant to be, right? Okay. So now my limestone, my excess limestone, can come down, stay on this bottommost lane, and this will be an upper lane that comes in from this side, so it doesn't have to come up from underneath the limestone. And I'm sure you see exactly. You get it. You get. Why am I saying? I talk too much. No. Let's see. Hold on a second. 6 right. Okay. Oh, know. For some reason, I didn't think it was letting me connect the belt into it. That was weird. Yeah, okay, you know something? This is absolutely a cheat. This is an exploit. I'm putting the hole in the wall here, even though the belt is clipped through. I don't think it's going to have an actual effect as a wall hole. I think it is still just plain belt. But for the sake of the visuals, I'm just placing it there. It's not actually functioning in that way. Anyways. Gotta lower that. Swear to God, if I'm not 100% conscious of where I'm holding my middle finger of my right hand, he just slowly starts to creep in onto the button. And without, if I'm not like consciously holding it up in the fucking air, you know. Okay. So in here, the priority is definitely for neatness of the bus's sake, for that to remain lateral, and we'll deal with the little lift up there. That's just fine. That's fine. Why do I even think that's bothering me? It's not even bothering me. No. Got some overspray. What'd I paint? Didn't I? Yep, there it is. I thought I made that my default color. Huh. Gotta fix that. Right. Fix the foundation. Concrete. Coated foundation. That's the default color. Why did those come out? Standard. Oh, we'll figure it out. Okay. Alright, so. Now. After all that effort for those, let's do water. Seriously. Alright, I need to double check the spreadsheet to see how much water I'm bringing in for these 3 refiners here. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Concrete is taking a total of 119. 14 for the quartz. So that's, yeah, it's just those two. It's 3 refiners doing 2 things. So 119, so call it 120, 135. We'll call it 135. So, now one of the things I had done in a previous video in this series was I overclocked a water extractor. And at the time that I had done it, it was mostly out of reflex because, as you know, I only really use the power shards, or at least at this point in my gameplay, on things like miners and oil extractors. You know, where the resource is pinned to a single spot on the ground. There isn't another one. You know, it's like 1 or 2 or 3. You know, but you know, within an area, but not simply 1 square over. So I didn't need to be overclocking a water extractor. That's kind of silly because you can just make another water extractor. There's just more water, you know. No need to overclock these. So let's see. So 1 makes 120. So I'll need 2. And I'm just doing quick rough math in my head. I don't need to put this in the spreadsheet. So in theory, but maybe I'll use my calculator. 135/2. 67.5. All right. Well, no, I'm not going to use these. Well, am I? Maybe. These 2. Those, we'll just get rid of because they'll come in later on. Again, I just don't want to make more pipes than I absolutely need. And, hey, let's see, on that note, let's just see where he comes out. We might relocate those. So I want to make sure I'm lining this up vertically. That's straight. That is straight. Yeah, we're gonna rearrange things a little bit here. So let's me. All right, this will be our little pier. Maybe just a little further out. I'm not worried about cleaning all of these up right now. I kind of like that as, you know, kind of random partial piers. You know, you find these abandoned piers along the beach sometimes. Okay. Yep. So if I put this... Is that off? No. Alright. And I've learned my lesson not to jam them right up against the piers. Causes too sharp bends bends in the pipes. Oh, my fucking thing. Okay, and we will put a pipe into this, or a pump, excuse me. Let's see, I want to orient that, though, in relation to the power nubs for this, however. Alright, so let's get these guys wired. Which grid? They're going to be... Alright, because we're considering these... No, never mind. Sorry, scratch that thought. Red grid. They're resource extractors is what I'm getting to, what I'm trying to say before. So, and because of that, I kind of consider them more primary, more fundamental, low level, you know, if you think in computer terms there. So they need to be on a grid they don't need to be on the internal grid. I want the water available with the factories on or off, you know? That's what I'm trying to say, I think. Now, occasionally I do get to a point where I don't bother maintaining colored nubs. So we're going to keep that along the floor. Oops, not like that. So actually, and from this point forward, I don't need to bother keeping beams on that to keep nubs, but I just want to keep the mostly aligned here. So I need to go with that. Go here. Do that. Go here. So now one down here to about there. Now pump. Rotating it. Go. Wait. There we are. Alright, I was doing 90 degrees there for a second, and it's like, wait a second. Alright, that's fine. It's good. And pumpity pump, pumpity pump. Alright. Let's let the clock speeds. 67.5. Okay. Don't need them to use more juice than they need. The down clock. Efficiency. Okay. Alright, watered. Right? Excellent. Okay. Alright, excellent. Yes, we said. Alright, so now I did it to myself. I did it to myself. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Put the pipe right exactly in the path. Yes, I'm keeping the pipe. We'll go around. We have space. I can do this. This is fine. You know, I'm just trying so hard, really, to just like this to not be like a kooky mess. You know, right. And I still manage to find ways to, you know, make myself make it a kooky mess. No, not quite. All right, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So, firstly, quartz. Let's get the quartz. I put the quartz in an upper belt. Shh. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Too long. I thought I counted. Huh? Oh. No, I did. Oh my god. Alright. What did I do? Huh? Oh, that's right. Oh, it's too tight. I didn't bring this out far enough. I mean, laterally. So I could relocate these, and I'm not. It's not. That's a bridge too far. All right, let's work from this direction here. So let's make sure we've got our bend right on this guy. So yeah, I was trying to keep, you know, the 3 lanes per tile, but that's super tight this way, and things are cramping. All right, this will be fine. I get less, a little less concerned on the underfloor, how perfect it looks. Not that I'm even really want it to be perfect, you know. I just want it to be decent. Okay. Roots. Time loan. Okay. And then that's going to be a little close, but I can live with it. Is he low enough? Should be, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh. All right. So those are packed. Oh, wait, somebody's not flowing their sturf. Huh? Key it. Do it to myself. Alright. Okay. So those are packed. We could actually, well, let's get the Caterium. Now we got to get the Caterium and copper wired up here. Or not wired, but patched in. All right. Okay. So, copper, iron, deuterium. So, let's see. So I've already got copper run down here. We'll have to do a little hop up here for iron. It's not quite where I wanted that. Let's do this. Oh, no, it was where I wanted that. I just... So what was that? Okay. Let's take a quick check where our inputs need to come from. Oh, that's right. We're bringing in the coal, too. Right. So, wait, which is this again? It's, one of these is limestone, right? Iron and coal. Iron ore, copper ore. Copper ore, iron ore. Deuterium ore, water. So, wait a second, what is this? What have I done? Alright, that's the deuterium belt. This is a copper ore belt that comes down here. Oh, I did something silly. Oh, crap. Now I gotta fix it. Shit. I built in an extra belt line when I needed to just loop. Okay, alright, this won't be that bad. Alright, this is gonna take a minute. Okay, well, yeah. Oh my god, what the hell was I thinking? And you're... Alright, ingot and coal, right. So the coal... Alright, that one's gotta stay. This one's correct. It's too high now, but that's okay, whatever. This is line's gotta go, right? Yes. Oh, you silly dude. Because this copper has to come up and over. Alright, so you're out. Alright, I'm not going to freak out about fixing the height on the coal. I'll deal with that. So now... I have to fix... make a loop on the... Who's he wants here? The copper ore now. Alright, let's do this. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Oh, I take that out. Okay. That's probably how I would have mostly come out anyways. Alright. So, that's... Yeah, I knew there was something wrong in that. I get myself turned around. It happens. Alright. Okay, so this is our primary line now for... No, these are our primary lines for resources. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Something like that. Now which one needs to be which? Scaterium, copper, iron, coal. Scaterium, iron, copper. So, oh, he is. That's cool. That's nice. I like that. It's good when items that are placed like at just the right closeness, just the right intimacy, auto connect themselves like that. That's I appreciate that. Okay, so that's our iron. This one's Caterium, right? Alright, let's see now. Where's your copper? Alright, so copper. I gotta do this game. Because the limestone, in fact, might as well just run a belt. Has to come through that way. The copper's in the center lane. I'm going to have to do a little pop down. Using the same technique that I did over there. I'm going to be doing that a bunch, I think. So, just about here, I think? Well, actually, alright, let's see. So he's going to have a lift here to about there. Put this lift here. Wait. No. No, that's not it. Not quite. Why is it? Okay, so that's how we get something out of the center lane. We'll figure out. Yeah, there could be further complications, but we'll work around it. So this is kind of a little spazzy, but I think it's all right. Yeah, no, I can work with this. This is fine. Give myself a little extra space to work in there, and definitely didn't mind that. Okay, so that's our iron and our copper. Let's get Caterium down here. So Caterium is going to be on this outermost lower belt. And we're going to be doing another kind of little pop-out thing here. It does no need to go over the top, but he's going to start... Alright, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Actually... Alright. No, this isn't quite what I need. This... I'm sorry. Wait, am I doing that right? Is that just too long? Seriously? Did I put it? Like a meter out of length, didn't I? That's alright. Let's do this. No, not the, it doesn't matter. Okay. Wall hole on this side. Let's hope he auto snaps correctly. Set our any and autoflow or overflow. Lift come out here, goes that way, and connect. There's Caterium. Excellent. I should probably save. Okay. Coal. Okay, coal's coming in through the top row here. Keep it like that. We'll maintain that. That's fine. Let's replace these stackable poles here. Gonna need those. I don't want to put one like right exactly there because I didn't want the game to force me to make a double connection for one thing being like a half a meter, you know. So, all right. So let's just go ahead and run him. The sulfur along that line. He's going to go anyway. And now our coal. What am I doing? Oh, what? Oh. Oh, the bauxite. Oh, the bauxite will come at a later point. That's fine. What did I do? Hold on. Right? Okay. So, and coal has to come here. Alright. So, let's make a little stack. So this is our lineup point. Now, just using these for placement purposes to stack him up to there. Delete these bottom two. Gonna need that in place. Let's put our wall hole. Alright. Coal to the splitter. Overflow. Any. Right. Right. Okay. Lift. Come down to here. And this come down to here. And connect. All right. Well, they're all connected to the building. Now I just have to get them to the machines. All right. All right, let me take a second here. I need to, like, just absorb this. Make sure I feel good about this. I mean, yeah, I'm okay. And it definitely gives it a kind of, like, it's a little chaotic. A little, you know, it's not obvious in what exactly is happening here. But there is definitely a specific design to it. And I'm okay. No, that's good. Good enough for me, that is. Yep. No, I can work with this. This is fine. You know something? It's a system. That's really what it comes down to. It's repeatable, it's effective, and does the job, yeah. Well, redundancy. Repeatedly redundant. Tautological. Okay. Let's get some belts running here. So now, alright, so you guys are connected there. You guys are good. It's you four. Alright, I'm not worried about the belts clipping the wires here. I mean, these ones I kind of maintain. These ones up along the front, these are important. These are the connections that you definitely maintain going all the way down. So let's see. that. Well, partly. Alright, that's fine. Alright. So this is really no big thing. This is just a matter of running some belts straight down along the ceiling here. Alright, we'll go ahead and, well, we don't need to take those. Alright, let's put our, like, inputs here. So I got them all lined up. They should be just straight shots. What? Oh, you know, that gets me every time. Like, why is it showing me a lineup? I just select the belt. I'm trying to put the belt on the hole, right? And it is. But it's showing me a lineup from something that's way behind it. That's not what I'm even trying to connect it to. And it doesn't give me a visual indicator that it's saying, you know, yes, you've placed your starting connection point, or this is the starting connection point. Yeah, I don't know. Something's not quite right there. All right, let's get them down. All right. And you. The fuck did I do? Alright, everything's straight. Okay, I'll get those painted later. I'm not worried about that right now. Excellent. These are packing their lines. No, they're not. Because I didn't program those. It's one of those things that I always mean to go back and fix in the blueprint and never do. Because probably the only time I'm going to use it. The specific one. Okay. Now they're packing. So all these guys need right now is power. Let me... Do I need to build an individual factory switch? Probably should. Okay. How far is this power going to go? Alright. Alright, I think I've got it in my head here. Alright, so now I do a funny thing. Now, why did I do that? That odd little shape. In fact, he's not even necessary anymore. So I can do this. No, not quite like that. I wish I had like a little slightly narrower version of this, but that's okay. Wait. Oh, you know what it is? I had to do like a little half section here, and now it's not playing nice. Oh. I know I'm not making sense. Booger farts. Oh, wait, maybe this way? It's not quite... Alright, so if I do this... No, what? Now... Alright, you know something? Never mind. I try to like elevate them and give them like a little kind of like visual significance. You know, just a tiny thing. So I guess I can... That's... I got a special technique that I do. When I only need to like bring a foundation, one of these elevated foundations out a half tile. And it's some, you know, judicious clipping. It's fine. It's unfortunately throwing off what I'm trying to do. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Now, we're going to have to get this building connected onto the red grid. Alright, so let's see. How are we going to patch our boy in? Alright, so where's our nub? Where's our closest nub? Here's our closest nub. Okay. We may build an interim nub. In fact, I think interim nub is the order of business. Is interim the right word here? I'm not positive. Okay. There's our little junction point here. Just a minor little interruption in the main line. That's fine. Let's put a little double pointer here. That's never mind. Sorry. Just get that off the opposite side. Now we will do something like this. How are we going to do this? Suppose. Yeah, no, I can just go right to the top. That's just fine. Well, top relatively. Leaving, allowing for the space of the foundation and the ceiling there. Alright. This is our red connection. Oh, these work, don't they, right? Can we confirm that? That'll punch through the beam. Okay, so the wire isn't clipping through anything. Okay, and so now what we do is we connect red to internal pale green. Pale green is the internal carrier of the primary of our whatever grid we're connected to. All right. So again, this is one of the situations where the color coding switches when it goes from external to internal. Okay, so we are on the grid, right, Tron? Now, so one of these needs to go to the green, and then the other will patch into. In fact, that's almost. Is that all? It's nearly lined up, and actually, whatever it is or isn't lined up, I think I can deal with it. Okay. And where's the best way? Because again, the rotation of these came out different than I expected, but that's why I leave myself options. Wait, 1, 2, and 3. So he's coming down along here. So it's that one, and he's gonna line up here. All right, so put our beam. Wait, I lost it. All right, so right. I think. Okay. Join it. Patch it. No, I'm sorry, I just don't know the words for with that Daft Punk song. I can't even think of the title. I don't know the words.
Technologic.
Okay. All right. So you patch here. All right. So he's automatically, and we've indicated that here, that this switch is basically coming off, is getting power from the red grid. I could color it green. No, because all right, never mind. I got a plan. It's all right. And sweet. This guy's a meter off. I don't care. Okay. Now. Alright. What we do also need to do here is we need to get these connected to those. And I'm going to be okay with some diagonal lines. Basically, we're just going to... Or actually, hold on, wait. So, you to you. That's it. Alright, alright, here. Not quite what I intended. Because normally I mean these to line up laterally. So they maintain that like guitar string kind of thing going on. That's okay. That's an unexpected little twist. Alright. Alright. Okay, so let me save this. Okay. We are on the red grid. Does that show here? Yes, it shows that we have power and we have not consumed anything. So far, we set up consumption of 198. That will be barely a dent in our Turbofuel factory. And just before I flip this switch, yeah, I'll make up walls after I'm done threading everything together. We got more stuff to go through. I want to get this up to batteries here, you know. Jesus, we're almost 2 hours. Yep, nothing to do but flip the switch. All right. Okay. So you guys aren't getting power. You're not getting power. You are getting power. What did I do to myself now? Hold on. So, I threaded your power through here, didn't I? You're... Ah. Okay. So you're supposed to go here. That's another thing. It's like I may have a particular way of doing things, but you know what? Again, it's a system, and it helps me locate my errors quicker, somewhat. Sometimes. That's what I did here too, didn't I? So wait, where is this? So you're going here and here. Now you... That's not lined up the way... that's fine. I'm not going to argue with it right now. But what you do need is you need to go there. If I can touch it. Okay, powered. Alright. Oh, more water. I need more water. Hold on, so 23759 times 4. 95036. Okay, so I just need one here. Get his connection to the floor. I could... Why did I think I couldn't? That means I gotta turn up those water pumps. By how much now? Shit. Well, I guess this subsection is totaled in the spreadsheet already, isn't it? It's not. It's not. It's not. No. So I said 135 for the quartz, the concrete. 135 plus 95. Oh, I got it. I'm right on my calculator. 230. Yeah, so I'm just going to turn these up. Well, so 230, which means 115. Alright, so not conserving quite as much power as they were before, but they're covering the job. Okay. So, and we have product. Are you producing? You are producing. Now, of course, we don't give a damn about the, 100% efficiency right now, because if that's not being consumed, it's not going to matter. Alright, saving. Alright. So we got our silica out, we got our raw quartz is ready to go, and we have, are you still feeding? What are you still feeding? Well, something slow. Is that meant to be that slow? Wait. Why are you so slow? We got something jammed up. We got something not right here. We got a Mark 1 in the middle somewhere. Did I not overclock the miner for that limestone? No. It's good here. It's packed. What? I'm confused. Did I put in a Mark 1 lift? I did. Make sure it's right. Jesus, how it... Yeah, that's a bit more like it. Make sure these are all correct. You too, huh? Alright. That's a bit more like it. There we go. Alright, that's what I wanted. Alright. Errors corrected. Save. Okay. Alright. Let's go into our next stage then. Alright, so we've got our raw processing done here, our primary processing. And now, metal parts. Oh, and we're going to have to get our plastic going too. Oh, I don't think we're getting as far as batteries this episode here right now. Plastic, and we got 3 more sections to build up. Jeez, that was a while just to get those things going. But most of that was just in getting the raw resources belted in. All right, let's see how quickly this starts to move along. Okay, so what's my orientation here? Okay, so metal parts. We're gonna need the metal ingots. So it's going to come out on this side. Right? Oh no, my outputs are going that way. Shit. That has to go that way. Fuck. Okay. I'll live. Yeah, I really got to work on that. I do kind of intend for like one end to be an input and one end to be an output. And I usually, not usually, but often enough, wind up, because of the layout of the factory, wind up changing the plan. All right, let's. So his inputs are here, because the outputs are pointing this way. Alright, and so bringing in iron ingots and plastic, copper, Deuterium, copper, deuterium ingots. Copper and deuterium ingots. Steel ingot concrete. Steel ingot concrete. Gonna have to put the plasticizer in place too. How's that gonna go? It might be a little wide. It's wide. Yeah. Alright. Where's my outputs? Okay, the outputs are on the correct end. Alright. Just snap it in for the moment. Is that lined up right? Hold on. I don't think it is. Oh, hey, I hit the key. Alright. We'll make a little extra flooring. It's okay. Alright. There we go. I don't mind a little irregularity. Wabi sabi, baby. Alright. So we're not going to worry about that right now. You know something? Folks, I really meant to get farther along here. I think this is going to do it for now, though. I may do a little extra belting and things as, you know, in between episodes here, just to keep things moving along. But, yeah, I didn't expect this. I should have. It's not like I don't know how the game goes. Yeah. So there's part of our Nucville starting our resource processing and beginning to get into parts. Those will go on to the nuclear productions, and we'll get our next stage of our staged power. This is not going to go, I mean, this is not fast. This is a big project by itself. And that's before we even start getting into, like, the other big projects. So, we'll see how long I can keep this up. Anyways, folks, thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And so, as always, until next time, stay healthy. Take care out there.